with Jesus and listen to worship 6:30, between 6 and 7 every morning. If you were a fly on the wall, you'll hear me praising and worshiping. And I always go before the Lord on behalf of my children. This is what I do to keep my peace, get the direction from the Lord, because I cannot start my day vicariously and just doing too many things but accomplishing nothing. But when I take my time and pray, my life has an ease. I've been through many, many dangers, toils and snares. God has brought me through. When I go to see those women in the shelter, I always emphasize that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Nothing is too big that you cannot come through. I always tell them, look at me, look at me. I am the mother of a superstar, and I've been through many struggles, many struggles. In spite of it all, was able to raise Monica with the values that the sky is the limit and never stop pursuing. Persevere, 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 and never take no for an answer. I wrote a whole lot of stuff, but sometimes I'm better by just speaking from the heart. And that's what they were taught. And that's where, I think sometimes she took it a little stronger than I did. I thought she will. Listen, you really listen. But, what can I say? But she said, Mommy, I'm not going to face the world in an industry with men dominating. She faced them. And I thank God that it was because of the foundation. She never saw me giving up, but she knew, they knew I was struggling and in pain. I want to first say that in the island of Trinidad and Tobago, where I'm from, I never realized that domestic violence was, I didn't really know anything about domestic violence. I saw men beat on their women daily, and I thought that was just a way of life. At the age of 17, in my teens, 17, early adulthood, my boyfriend then had displayed a lot of controlling characteristics. I thought maybe he just loved me and cared about me, but it was, he would say, do not speak to my male cousins, just wave at them. He would say, don't wear that. And I would just say, it's love. Because he always, when he's in front of anyone, he always say how much he loved me. The signs, early detection. I always go to schools and speak to young women and about the early detection. It saves life. It will save your life. So he will tell me, do not dance with anyone in a family get-together. But one day I decided I would do it anyway. And what happened then? He came. I just think it's the need to share my experience. I could come here and say what the statistics say about how many women are dying every day. But you can read that on the internet. However, you want to know what kept me standing. And this is what I think will benefit you. That you take back to your children, take back to your sister, your wife, your aunt. What kept Carol Marad standing and what storm she has been through. I think that's where I wanted to go. So very young, he will tell me what I should do, who I should not speak to. He hates my friends, don't bring them around. And I didn't understand that this was going somewhere. Until one day in a party, when he walked away to get some drinks, I danced with his male cousin. I mean, I was innocent, I wasn't doing anything wrong. He came back with the drinks with a fake smile on his face, and then he asked me to dance. And what happened next? Because something about the abusers, they must look very good in the eyes of others. So they will do sneaky things to you. So he took his hand, and like if you were opening something, he started to twist on my flesh, all the way through my clothing. He took his very nails and just like he's screwing something off, And I, being a private person, I could have acted, let everyone know what he was doing. While he was holding me, he was hurting me. The same man I trusted and wanted to love was he took his nails and turned my flesh. And I'm telling him, please stop. But so private and shy and didn't want people around to know, I just bore it. By the time the dance was over, I went and sat down by myself. I knew what I had done wrong. I had danced with someone else. That was the sign. That was early detection. That's one of the reasons today I go out and speak to people. The signs will save your life. Act on it. Act on it. It will save your life. Don't overlook and sugarcoat it, because the abuser will start very subtle, but he will progress and will never stop until you are dead or disabled. So unfortunately, he said sorry, and I went on and married that man. In Trinidad in the 80s, we weren't taught about these things. So we think, well, we see women being beaten every day, punched, and we think it's okay. But that was a violation of my human rights. And I only learned about that when I migrated to the US. I married that same man because there was no teaching, no direction, no counseling. There was nothing. If you go to the police, they will tell you then, oh, maybe you didn't act right. They laughed. They made jokes of it. So that's one reason I tell teens today, look at the signs. It will only worsen. So after that, I just want to share this with you. I saw with my very eyes my brother kicked his girlfriend while she laid in a fetal position. Kicked her and kicked her. Me being a 10-year-old just cried, just stood there and cried. That was another thing I saw. But everybody just lighted it. You know what was amazing? She walked away for 1 hour and came back and prepared his dinner and got in bed with him. What did that teach me as a young 10-year-old girl? To accept it. It's a way of life. It's a part of the culture. Why am I moved today? To encourage these young women and even the young men, because I've been there and I was fooled. So today, I am very determined to to remain a part of stamping out this epidemic of domestic violence. Later on in my life, one day I came out from work. I have to give you the stories. I came out from work and I was about to pick up my children. And I got in the cab. He was supposed to go like 2 blocks. Got my children. It was December 31st of '89. And we were going over to my friend's house to just spend some days because my husband, he was on crack, was on alcohol, and he was just so erratic and all over the place. So I promised myself not to that New Year, not to blow in New Year with him. So as the car stopped at a stoplight, I heard a sound, and by the time I looked, someone punched me in my face. And the driver, he just looked, he didn't even help me. Before I can even breathe again, he just dragged me out of the car. So I fell on my knees and he dragged me to the curb. And he started to walk and he's holding me so tight. I'm asking him for some air, so I cannot breathe. Help me, why? He's like, no, we're not gonna let you go. You're not gonna get away from me. And he keeps going and going, and I keep falling. It was a drizzly winter's night and no one was out there to help me. No one. And I knew that night I was gonna die. The flashes kept coming to me. What would happen to my children? They're waiting for me at a neighbor. But he was just, as he's holding me so tight, I could barely breathe. Then I keep falling and falling. Eventually we walked in 1 block with the same fall up, so my stockings were now, my knees were now bloody. And I saw his friend, but his friend is a crack addict. But when he walked to the friend, he stopped. And then once again, he was pretending that he's just holding me close and that we are so much in love. So I said to the friend, please help me, he's kidnapping me. And that's when it happened. He took his fist and gave me so much blows from my head, neck. He just was raining. I always say it was raining blows on me. I just suddenly felt numb. Because sometimes when someone is hitting you too much, that area feels numb. And the guy wouldn't help. He was so strung out on drugs, he wouldn't help. However, God has always been on my side, and he always comes through for me. Someone was looking through his window and he saw the cruelty of my husband, that he was just punching me relentlessly. And when I was just about to give up, this man went out of his house and came. And all I know is I just fainted in his arms. And I know God saved me then. One day later, I went with some security in my house, and there next to my bed was a machete. So I know that God saved me. And he saved me for this moment, that I could speak. A machete, I would not be here today. This man was so crazy, his eyes were all glassy, and he was taking me straight to the house. So why was a machete there? What we call a cutlass in the Caribbean. Why was it there? God saved me. Now I've been so full of passion for the people who went through who walk in my shoes, who are walking in my shoes. And I decided that until I take my last breath, I am going to be fighting, standing with you guys, and supporting women and men who go through domestic violence. I am Carol Minage, once victim, now survivor, forever advocate. This feels and the opportunity to speak. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. I just want to say thank you to Simone Gordon, aka Black Fairy Godmother, the Executive Director of House 581. You're doing a wonderful job. Never stop, never stop, never stop. I want to say thank you to everyone, speakers, presenters on the panel. Thank you for the venue, Landmark Mansion. Sponsors, thank you. Thank you for making this possible. Let's do much more of this. And God bless you all. Bless you, bless you.